on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Here's Elliott. And they can't corral him. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, he got the best of both worlds. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go, fellas.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Herron. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. A first down carry by Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Previous play is under review.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and...
Touchdown, San Francisco.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herron. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Draw play, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd down, Eckler fights off the defender, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Prescott, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 10-0 2-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Down. 8, read.
From the gun on third down, Herron. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go, B. Big series right here.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5.
Set. 30 base. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Deep grip. Deep grip.
Off the play fake. Herron. And this one's incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Herron. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Single.
2 yards on the pickup.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 14. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Prescott on first down. He's got Burton here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
On the ready. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Get ready.
On first down, it's Young. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Herron gets this one to use check. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd down, Herron will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Looking to throw. Herron throwing the out route and complete. That's McDonald. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Brown. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Herron. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herron looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw. Herron. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herron. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Herron. James has got it. Complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break. Herron. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the diff. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back to throw. Herron. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herron. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They only needed a little bit, and they got a lot. A great job just grabbing the football away from the defender there.
And remember, it was 3rd and short, so the defensive front played run. They didn't pressure the quarterback. That meant despite the coverage downfield, they had a chance to complete the play, and they did.
Ready. 18 Gators.
From the gun, Herron. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On second down, Prescott again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Off play action. Herron. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herron. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Downers offense here set to begin the drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herron.
Dan, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punch from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on 3rd down. Herron, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Heron. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, set. 60 out now.
First down.
54. Go, go, go. Shoot.
Off play action. Heron. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott over the middle. And it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open space inside the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Young. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Herron. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herron. It's caught. Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Off play action. Herron. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Herron. And he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Herron. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On 3rd down, Herron. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Operating from the gun, Herron. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
This one into the hands of Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Throwing on 1st down. Herron. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herron, complete. Smith has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake. Herron looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 13, 2:13 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tap.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now Brown. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Ready.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
And it certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long.